channel. Please share it with your near and dear. Sentences, really speaking, two clauses we are using. Two sentences are together used in one sentence. Okay, when I was going, spelling is here, going to. Okay, when I was going to Hyderabad, I saw some hills. Going to Hyderabad was one longer action. In the middle of the longer action, one shorter action took place. It was seeing some hills. Okay, seeing some hills was a shorter action. Longer action was going to Hyderabad. In the middle of the longer action, some other shorter action took place. To show that, we use past continuous with simple past. I fell asleep, not if, I fell asleep while I was watching TV. I fell asleep, this is shorter action. While I was watching TV, this is longer action. In the middle of longer action, some shorter action took place, that was I fell asleep. Okay, I fell asleep is simple past. While, so this is conjunction. I was watching TV. I was watching TV. So by using this conjunction while, we are using past continuous. Okay, and in the same way, as I was going to my college, as is also conjunction which is used at the beginning of the sentence. I was going to my college is past continuous. I saw an accident is simple past. Okay, the same way here. So longer action is going to my college, shorter action is seeing an accident. Okay, in the middle of this longer action, seeing an accident, shorter action took place. So we are able to use past continuous in this way. Okay, now let us switch over to one more condition. Okay. All right, the fourth condition. We use this structure for past persistent habits with the word always. Always. Example, he was always crying in his boyhood days. And my grandpa was always grumbling. The boy was always the boy was always charging. So these are the sentences. Here we use this structure for past persistent habits with the word always. Means the habit which a subject had once, which was too much really. When we feel the habit was too much in the past, then we use this past continuous with the word especially always. Okay, he was subject, he was is there, crying is also there, was our verb plus v1 plus ing. Okay, he was always crying in his boyhood days, means it was too much for him that he was crying in those days. And in the same way, my grandpa was always grumbling, always murmuring. Okay, the boy was always chatting. So in this way we can use past continuous. And to describe the background of some incident in the past, also we use past continuous. Okay, let's learn the fourth condition also, fifth condition also. To describe the background of some incident. To describe the background of some incident. To describe the background of some incident also we use past continuous. For example, it was night time. It was night time. The moon was twinkling. Twinkling. The jackals were howling. Howling. Right. It was daytime. The sun was shining brightly. Shining brightly. The children were playing in the ground. Like that. Okay. Now, to describe the background of some incident also we use past continuous. So, it was night time. So, we are talking about past time, that was night. Okay, night time. What was happening there? The moon was twinkling. The moon subject was twinkling. Past continuous only we are using. The moon was twinkling. The jackals were howling. In that way, we are describing some background of some incident. After describing in this way, at last we say some incident took place in the past. To describe some incident which happened in the past, the background of that, if we want to give, generally we use past continuous in this way. For example, you see it was daytime. So we are talking about some past daytime only. But at that time, what was happening there? The sun was shining brightly. Past continuous. The sun was shining brightly. The children were playing in the ground. Such a way, by saying in this way, I can at last say uh, one bomb blasted suddenly at some place, like that. The background of blasting of bomb, I am just describing in this way by using past continuous. Okay, before some incident, to describe the background, generally we use past continuous also. In this way we use you see past continuous. Now I'll give you how to frame questions also. Let's finish it with the framing questions. Okay, right. Positive. Positive statement, yes or no type question. type question. WHN how type of question. Okay, right. For example, number 1, he was teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday. Right, this is a statement, and as a helping verb is ready here, it's very easy to frame question. Was he teaching? Was he teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? Is a question. Yes or no type question. And for example, I can take a word like what. What was he teaching? What was he teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? Is a question. So in this way, he was teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday. Simply by changing the order of subject and helping verb, we can get yes or no type question. Was he teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? Then by using what, the word, just before this yes or no type question, what was he teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? And if you want one more question like why was he teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? When was he teaching yesterday? When was he? Otherwise, at what time was he teaching yesterday? And in the same way, if you remove this he, if you use who, it becomes a question. Who was teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? And who were teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? How many of them were teaching at 7 p.m. yesterday? Like that we can frame questions. Now negative. Negative. She wasn't doing anything at this time yesterday. Is a statement. Simply by changing the order, wasn't she, wasn't she doing anything? Wasn't she doing anything at this time yesterday? At this time yesterday is a question of yes or no type. Okay. Next, by using why wasn't she doing anything? Why wasn't she doing anything at this time yesterday? At this time yesterday. Okay, in this way we can put WHN how type of questions. Okay, so this is the way of framing questions in past continuous. Thank you for watching this channel. We'll meet in the next episode.